Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Chelsea to make move for the next Erling Haaland. Chelsea are considering entering the summer transfer market for a player compared to Erling Haaland in order to address their centre-forward issues. While Nicolas Jackson has been okay leading the Chelsea line this season, scoring 9 Premier League goals in 27 appearances, the Blues are clearly interested in adding to their options in the number 9 position, according to 90 Minutes. Chelsea target Benjamin Sesko is available for less than his £42 million release clause this summer, with RB Leipzig open to letting the Slovenian striker leave in the transfer window. That will come as a surprise to Chelsea and other European clubs interested in signing Sesko. With the 20-year-old one of the most sought-after young finishers in Europe. Prior to joining RB Leipzig last summer, a number of sides were looking into the target man, whose performances at Red Bull Salzburg earned him comparisons with Erling Haaland. Tall, strong and deceptively quick, Sesko has managed 12 goals in 36 appearances for RB Leipzig this term, not a bad return for someone still settling into life in Germany. He's not started as many games as he would have liked, though, giving reason as to why Leipzig are open to offers. The report suggests that Sesko is already looking for a move away from Germany after less than a year at Leipzig, with the club happy to facilitate a move for less than his £42 million release clause. With 4 years still remaining on his contract, though, RB Leipzig will still try and get as close to that figure as possible in the summer. Man City a step ahead in race to sign 21 years old with Chelsea. Jamal Musiala, who's still only 21, is rumoured to be in Chelsea's sights. It's ironic that the youngster spent time in the Blues academy as a boy before leaving in 2019 to join Bayern Munich. Sport Bild claimed last month that Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool are all interested in signing Jamal Musiala. The 21-year-old attacking midfielder is still under contract at the Allianz Arena until the summer of 2026, but some big clubs are now circling for his signature. He's a super talented maestro playing a key role for Bayern this season, scoring 12 goals and making 7 assists in 34 appearances, described as world-class by Owen Hargreaves on TNT Sports. Musiala is one of the very best youngsters in the sport. The Independent now claims that Man City's interest in Musiala is more advanced than any other potential buyer. It is understood that the Germany international has given no indication that he plans to extend his deal at Bayern. The report claims that interested clubs believe they may be able to sign Musiala from the Bundesliga giants either this year or next year. In addition, the young playmaker is known to favour a move to the Premier League for the next step in his club career. Man City are the team most interested in Musiala, so how will Chelsea respond to that? Pochettino unhappy with Mudryk. According to reports, Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino and his coaching staff are unhappy with their expensive signing, Mykhailo Mudryk's performances. They are not happy with his development since joining the club. Mudryk showed enormous promise during his time at Shakhtar Donetsk, which is why several big clubs wanted to sign him. Arsenal was one of the clubs associated with the Ukrainian international before Chelsea won the bid for his services. The Blues broke the bank, paying a whopping £88 million for the 23-year-old winger at the start of 2023. He was supposed to establish himself on their first team and become the next big thing. Unfortunately, things have not gone as planned for both the athlete and the club. Mudryk has battled to get going, and he has yet to solidify his place in the starting lineup. In the current season, the former Shakhtar winger has appeared in 33 games, starting 16 of them, and has 6 goals and 2 assists. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino and his assistants are not thrilled with the 23-year-old's performances. They've been in charge since the summer, and his progress hasn't impressed them. They have grown dissatisfied with his lack of influence, even though he was intended to be one of the attack's leaders. With the Ukrainian international failing to meet expectations, the Blues are looking to strengthen their attack ahead of next season. Keanu Dyer, a promising player. Twitter user The Secret Scout stated that they have a player yet to feature for the first team could prosper if given the chance to feature in an upcoming pre-season campaign. The Blues no doubt have a plethora of young talent available to them right now, and there have been 1 or 2 questions as to why Mauricio Pochettino has not elected to put more faith in some of them. He has been keen to hand Alfie Gilchrist minutes this season, although there are a number of young stars who have starred for the academy sides that have not been given any opportunities. One of those is Keanu Dyer, who has been spotted in first-team training a number of times but never given the opportunity to make an impact on the side. He actually signed his first professional contract with the club earlier this season, with it clear that they have a lot of faith in his abilities going forward. Someone who seems to agree with this point of view is the secret scout, who has said he believes the 17-year-old has immense potential in the game. He said, "It would be great to see him in pre-season. Chelsea have many midfielders, so it will be interesting to see. Great potential." Players who have been brought up through Cobham will likely be worried seeing the transfer policy brought in by Todd Boehly as owner of the club. He has been big on signing young players from all around the world before fellow elite sides get their hands on them, and this has already seen them end up with a number of top stars. The highlight addition has clearly been Kendry Porres, who at 16 is already a regular for the Ecuador national team. Chelsea would have been a better signing than Sterling. Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital had just taken over the club and wanted to back Thomas Tuchel. It led to them spending £50 million on Raheem Sterling, but the winger has not really lived up to his price tag and reputation. There were other attackers Chelsea targeted in the summer. Sterling joined the club, and one of them has just shown the Blues what they have missed out on. If Tuchel was never sacked, perhaps things would have turned out differently, but right now you would have to say that Sterling's move from Manchester City has not really worked out. Chelsea also tried to sign Raphinha during the 2022 summer transfer window, even agreeing a fee with Leeds United, according to one report from The Telegraph. The Blues could not get a deal done in the end, though, before the Brazilian went on to join Barcelona in a £55 million switch. Raphinha started in their 3-2 win against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League last night, scoring 2 goals. It was the kind of big game performance Chelsea fans have not really seen from Sterling yet. At Leeds, Raphinha was often the spark in the team. For example, in his first season at Elland Road, he scored 6 goals, provided 9 assists and completed 2.1 key passes per game, which was the highest average in his squad. Who scored? It did not take the Brazil international long to adapt to the Premier League. In Chelsea's defence, they obviously took note of that, and it looks like they did try to sign him and Sterling. It was never one or the other. However, with how things have gone for Sterling and after Raphinha's display at the Parc des Princes last night, it is starting to look like the latter should have been the club's priority. Of course, that is hindsight, while Raphinha's heart was clearly set on Barcelona. There was probably not much else Chelsea could do. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.